Hello everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. It is new pen day and I feel like I've been really restrained because I've been waiting a few weeks to film this. I purchased this in February. I now have to look at my spreadsheet to see when I purchased it. And then there was a delay in, who was shipping this? Was it UPS? There was a delay with UPS due to weather and things like that. So it arrived at least a week and a half later than it was supposed to. And then just with everything that's happened, I haven't been able to film it until now, but yay, new pen day. So story behind this pen, yes, it's an Esterbrook. I have many in my collection. This was a pen that I had seen. It's one of the, I guess, older style Esterbrook Esties, and it wasn't one that immediately caught my eye, but over time and the more that I saw it, it became something that I couldn't get out of my mind. So let's go ahead and open this. Yes, that's what it is, the Esterbrook Estie in tortoise. And what I love about the packaging is, one, the cardboard box, but then two, you open it up to this magnetic box with a fabric on top. I love that. And then there we go. We have the little envelope with the warranty QR code. You get a little cartridge, which I never use. And then we have the pen sitting on a lovely pillow with a little elastic belt. So let's move that over here. And there we go, the Esterbrook Estie tortoise. It wasn't one that I thought I wanted, but the more that I looked at it and the more that I thought about it, it just wouldn't escape my brain. And now that I see it in person, the brown areas of it look a lot more red in certain areas, like here, more orange. But then you've got the white areas too, and then the yellowy gold. It's just, the combination of it is lovely. The trim on this is gold, and then you have the Esterbrook logo here, and it's a little dusty. And then when you uncap, you have the Yovo number 6 nib that is gold plated with the Esterbrook logo. So this is one of the, I don't want to say original, but one of the older, not models because it's an Estie, that's the model, but one of the older colorways for the Estie. And I love how classic this looks. But why did I, over time, go from not seeing this in my collection to seeing this in my collection? I looked through my Estie collection, and my very first Estie was the Nouveau Bleu, which I no longer have. And when I first got that Estie and I tried that, I was very much in the mindset of, I need to own every Estie that comes out from this point onwards. So I ended up getting the Rainforest Estie. I ended up getting the Petrified Forest, and then there was Lilac, and then there was Blue Moon, and then there was Honeycomb. But since then, I've refined my collection of Esties a little bit. I've sold Nouveau Bleu and I've sold Rainforest, and then I now have this one in my collection. And I'll actually show you here all of the Esties that I currently own. So there is the tortoise, the honeycomb. This one again was one that I didn't think I needed to own, and then I saw this in person at a Pelican Hub and I was like, yeah, have to have it, have to have it. Then I have Petrified Forest, then Quirky Leaf. I love this one. Let's actually move this up here. Oh, I'm loving all of the colors of these. So they have Quirky Leaf. Then we have a Blue Moon, which I had purchased secondhand. Gosh, I'm gonna run out of room here. I really like how these all look when lined up. And then last but not least, we have Lilac. I am loving my Esterbrook Estie Rainbow. And I know some people are like, why do you have so many of the same pen? And for me, it's because the Estie is the most comfortable pen for me in my collection. I love the fact that it just fits in my hand so beautifully, and it comes in so many lovely colors. But let's go back to the tortoise here. This one, I just love the vintage look of this pen without it being a vintage pen. I love the push cap close that it's got, which helps to keep the ink wet in there and doesn't let the ink evaporate. I love how comfortable it sits in my hand. The grip section is the perfect size for my fingers, and then where I rest my fingers, the threads are not sharp at all, very, very comfortable. And then where the pen sits in my hand, also very comfortable in the crook between my thumb and forefinger. So overall, a really comfortable pen. Alongside that, you also have a Jowo No. 6 steel nib, and I own many nib holders, if we want to call it that, Jowo No. 6 steel nib holders. I love the Jowo No. 6 steel nib because for me it's consistent, but also it's not one that I feel is too precious. This one I have in a few different nib grinds, and I feel like I can be a bit more adventurous with this, but also I can swap this around with other pen models as well that hold the Jowo No. 6 nib. So I'm not limited to having one nib on just one pen. So there's so many reasons why I love the Esterbrook Estie. But then again, this also comes with standard converter, and they all just come in beautiful, beautiful colors. There's been a lot of different colors of Esties that come out year on year, but for me, my collection, and somebody mentioned this in a video, I think earlier this week, where a collector doesn't sell off their collection whereas a user would, and that made total sense to me. I am a user of my pens, and while I collect Esties, if I'm not using a specific color, or if I'm not gravitating towards a specific color, then I'm going to let it go and let it go to somebody who's going to appreciate more than me. Oh, Lucy's sneezing. Hold on. No, I forgot what I was saying. Lucy made me play with her for a little bit. But anyway, I was just going on about why I love the Esterbrook Estie and why I'm more of a user of them rather than a collector. So I would rather have pens in my collection that I'm going to use rather than just sit there and not be used. For me, a pen is a functional item and I want to be able to use it. So this is my current Estie collection. The tortoise is a beautiful addition to that. This particular Estie I purchased from Blesket, Canada. They had an amazing deal on this, and I was happy to purchase from a Canadian shop and not have to pay customs charges on top of that. So I'm going to also compare this to other pens in my collection. I won't do a proper review because I have many reviews on Esties on my channel, and I can list them or include a link in the corner up here, but I'll compare this pen to other pens in my collection. So I'll go ahead and compare the Esterbrook Estie to other Jowo No. 6 pens that I have. So the first one is actually the Esterbrook Model J. Both Esterbrook, both have the Jowo No. 6 steel nib. They both have the push cap here. But what's different about this one is that this particular model is made with ebonite. It's got the textured metal around the body, but I also just love how this one fits in my hand too. Also very, very comfortable. Another pen that I also find comfortable is the Radius Setimo. Very similar in body size to the Esterbrook Estie in terms of its width, but again, another very comfortable Jowo No. 6 nib holder. Then I'm going to compare it to a Leonardo Furore, more of the cigar shape pen, again with a very similar body and width of the body and dimensions here. Again, another comfortable writer for me as well, and another Jowo No. 6 steel nib holder. And then one other one here that I want to show is the Franklin Christoph. This looks so different to the other pens here, but this one I actually post. The other ones I do not post, and this one is very, very comfortable. Again, another Jowo No. 6 steel nib. One more that I will include is probably one of my bigger pens. It's the Laban 325 in Snow. This one is also a Yovo number 6 steel nib, and this one is also very comfortable. Slightly bigger than the Esterbrook Estie, but the overall shape makes it very comfortable to hold in my hand. I hope that was helpful in terms of looking at the size comparisons, the Estie. I know it's so hard in a video to be able to tell whether a pen is going to be comfortable for you or not. And nowadays I really recommend being able to go to a pen show or a fountain pen store if you can. But if not, sometimes you have to take a risk with purchasing a pen sight unseen. And that's not really the most ideal situation for a lot of people. But if you are able to try a pen and see if it's comfortable for you, then I highly recommend them. Oh, yeah, absolutely beautiful. All right, so now let's go ahead and ink this up, and then we'll do a quick writing sample. So trying to find an ink that would work for this, I'm going into my little A5 binder here and looking through the different inks in my collection, trying to see what would be good. My first thought was go straight to the browns because that would be beautiful. Although some of the orangey yellows might work too. So like some of the golden ones. I wish I still had Ombre de Bermane, but then we have, let's see here. Like for example, Jacques Herbin Brun Eiffel, which I'm currently using, choosing keeping sepia or diamine sepia, which is basically the same thing. So those could be good as well. Then we go into the browns. Let's move that over. So highlighter Roshizuku Inaho would be perfect for that. Then, so that's one option for brown. Then I was thinking, let's see here, like, yeah, the yellowy browns would work, or where is that? Ooh, Robert Oster Cafe Crema I think would look good too, possibly. Or let's see here. First Wheel Press Goose Bouton is a little bit too green. Yeah, it would be a little bit too green. I thought of Monteverde Moonstone. That might work too. That might work too. So there's a couple of choices here. So Monteverde Moonstone or, ooh, Lidate works too. Weeping Willow, but I'm already currently using that. Workshop Wishes. Not Muddy Sand. Not Muddy Sand. Oh, I have Monteverde Moonstone in here twice. Let's see. I know there's some new browns that I received, and I think they would work. Ooh. No, that Diamine English Milk Tea I don't think would match, but let's see. Oh, I was tempted as well to use Lennon Toolbar Sesame Oil in this, but I feel like something a little bit more yellow would work, or a dark brown. But let's look into my yellow inks here. Spoiler alert, I will be showing off my yellow inks in tomorrow's video. No. Yeah, Inaho seems like it would be really great. And, oh, Monarcha Dre Jaguar. Oh my gosh, that would have been lovely in there. Brandy Snap, I think, is too orange. Buttered Popcorn. How fun would buttered popcorn be in this? Oh my gosh, that could be a choice. It may not be an exact match, but how fun would that be? Buttered Popcorn. Oh, okay. Now I'm thinking buttered popcorn, or what was the other one? Moonstone? This was Moonstone. Ooh, okay. Which one do I want to use? Monteverde Moonstone or buttered popcorn? So I decided to fill it with Ferris Wheel Press buttered popcorn. I just wanted to show the beautiful packaging. I got this from Simona at the San Francisco Pen Show last year. We traded inks because she wasn't using this, and I love this yellow. Although I have to admit, I haven't actually inked up a pen with this since the summer, so What a beautiful package. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill out my notebook here. This is my Hobonichi A5 notebook with, I believe it's 52 GSM Tomoya River paper. And I'm gonna, this pen profile stamp is from Everyday Explorers Co. I believe it's part of the new Pen Day collection. And I'll include a link to her shop in the description. So let's zoom in here. Okay, so this is the Esterbrook. Oh, there we go. Esterbrook Estie. And the nib is a fine, and the color is tortoise. And it is inked with Ferris wheel. Oh gosh, this is a smooth nib. Press buttered popcorn. Not an exact match, but I like it so far. I love the fine nib on the Estie, and this ink is a tad on the dry side, which is perfect since I want a crisper line. Now, it is true that this particular colorway was not one I had expected to like, but it seems my brown era has also extended to the Estie. Overall, Esties are my most comfortable pen, and they are such reliable writers. I cannot fault this pen. So I'm gonna do a few figure eights and a few downstrokes and right strokes and upstrokes and left strokes just to see how this feels, and it feels beautiful. So there is my unboxing of the Esterbrook Estie Tortoise. Did I need another Estie? No, but I love the addition of this into my collection. I love the browns and the golden yellows and even the translucent white areas. It's beautiful. Oh, so happy. Thank you to Bleskit Canada for this lovely experience of purchasing this pen and them sending it to me. So yes, this was purchased with my own funds through Bleskit, and yeah, I can't recommend them enough. All right, but that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day.